Well, by now, I think you know the rules. The robots do the painting, you guys do the guessing. And I may give some clues along the way. So we'll see. The 20 most famous sculptures through history. So you can imagine they're going to start out a little hard. So we can guess all kinds of things, right? We can guess the name of the sculpture, we can guess the artist, we can guess the approximate time frame, where it is. I don't know. You can guess whatever you want. Tell me whatever you know. You're not going to know nothing on this first one. This Baroque masterpiece is located in a Roman church. So you know it's in Rome. Or, well, no, I guess it doesn't have to be in Rome. A Roman church, though. The sculpture depicts a moment of divine and spiritual awakening. The figure shown is a saint experiencing a vision. The sculptor masterfully combines sensuality with religious devotion. How about that? That's a trick. The work's dramatic lighting and emotional intensity define its era. All right, anybody have any clip? This is pretty famous. I've heard of it, but I wouldn't have been able to identify it. Bernini considered this work one of his greatest achievements, blending architecture, sculpture, and painting. It's called The Ecstasy of Saint Teresa. I didn't know saints had ecstasy. There you go. It's by Bernini. All right. Learn something every day. And I bet you know this one. An iconic representation of athletic grace from ancient Greece. The figure is captured in the midst of a powerful twisting motion. Well, there you go. There you go. That's the in parentheses name of this piece, Doctor. So we're going to give that to you. You don't know the Greek name. How about this is old? This is old. Anybody know the original artist or the age of this thing? So originally it was cast in bronze. Most surviving versions are Roman copies. So the original may not be around. The athlete's pose demonstrates both tension and fluidity. The Saint of Ecstasy. That was weird. That was a weird title. You know, they were weird back then. This is, of course, the discus thrower, the disco bolus by the artist Myron in 450 BC. There you go, classical Greek. Now, you know this one. This is one of the oldest and largest monolithic statues in the world. It combines the body of a lion with the head of a pharaoh. It is located on the Giza Plateau, guarding the pyramids. Thought to symbolize strength, wisdom, and royal power. All right, you guys know this one. But anybody got a more precise? It's not Cleopatra, but anybody have a more precise answer for me? I mean, the Sphinx is good, but it is the blank Sphinx of blank. The blank Sphinx of blank. And of course, nobody really knows the age of this thing, right? Yeah, it was originally a lion's head, Egyptians, yeah. Which pharaoh did they make it out to look like? Anybody know that? Not Tutankhamun. This is not Tut. Not King Tut. There you go, Rhombus. That's what I was looking for. The Great Sphinx of Giza. And the year that they say is 2500 BC, but some people think it's a lot older. And the pharaoh was, of course, Khafre, who supposedly was buried inside the pyramid, right? There you go. All right, now this one's tricky. That's what you guys need, is a tricky one. The first freestanding nude male sculpture since ancient times. So with the whole takeover of religion, they didn't allow them to do nude sculptures anymore. But this is the first one they did again. And it was in 1873. So you couldn't do any nude statues between ancient Greece and 1873. The figure is surprisingly contemplative rather than triumphant. It depicts a youthful hero after defeating a giant. Well, so that's a clue. Doctor, you know who it is? Any idea which artist it was? So this is not the David. This is a later David. It's the same David, though, because it's the same David that killed the giant. Good guess, Stuart. Bronze David. Yeah, that's correct, I think. But that's not the artist. No, it's not a king. Was he a king? I don't think he was a king. This is Donatello's David. Donatello's David is considered groundbreaking for its lifelike portrayal and subtle sensuality. But you couldn't do it until 1873. There you go. All right, this next one's pretty famous. You should know this one. If you don't know this one, you get a penalty. Penalty shot. We could do this as a drinking game. Might get a little ugly on my end. An ancient Greek statue renowned for its missing arms. It portrays the goddess of love and beauty. Doctor, you were quick with that one. Currently displayed in the Louvre Museum in Paris. The flowing drapery adds a sense of motion to the marble figure. Oh, on the bottom, I guess there's some flowing drapery. Yeah, behind me. If I were to remove my picture. But we're not going to do that. Its enigmatic allure has fascinated art lovers for centuries. It was discovered on the Greek island of Milos. It remains one of the most celebrated sculptures of antiquity. Anybody know the year? I don't think they know who made it. But Venus de Milo is correct. And it was 100 BC. 100 BC. You gotta know the next one too. So you gotta know more than half. More than half. All right. Originally conceived as part of a larger work titled The Gates of Hell. I like that title, Gates of Hell. This iconic bronze figure is often seen in deep contemplation. The sculpture is renowned for capturing human introspection and struggle. Well, Erwin and Rhombus and Stuart, really the doctor is the closest. None of you have the exact title. But you're all over it. I think we can have to give it to you. How about the artist? Who knows the artist? Oh, Alex has it. It's not the way you spell it, Alex, but we always give you leeway on spelling. So we'll take it. The official title is called The Thinker. The Thinker. It was only in 1904 that this was created, so it's not that old. And the artist is Rodin, R-O-D-I-N. So there you go. Maybe it's pronounced Rodin, though. I mean, Rodin sounds more familiar, right? There are over 20 casts of the thinker around the world, but the original resides in the Rodin Museum in Paris. There you go. All right, this next one's pretty famous. I finally had to go to the Kleenex there. A colossal statue that overlooks a major South American city. Symbolizes peace and the Christian faith. This stands atop Corvocado Mountain, Corvocado Mountain, offering stunning views. This is one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Well, do people call it that? That's not the official name. Jesus of Brazil is not the official name, or Jesus of Rio. There you go, Rhombus. Rhombus with the exact correct answer. Now I need the artist. Who's got the artist? This was only made in 1931, so not that long ago. Christ the Redeemer is correct. One of the new 7 wonders. Outstretched arms span nearly 92 feet. They had to have a pretty big crossbeam there. Who knows the artist? The statue's construction involved collaboration between Brazilian engineer and a French sculptor. It's French. Paul Landowski. There you go. Doesn't sound French. Maybe it's just me. All right, this is one of the ones that does not exist anymore, unfortunately. And it was one of the original 7 wonders of the ancient world. It is a massive seated figure made of ivory and gold. That must have been cool. It depicted the king of the Greek gods, holding a scepter and a statue of Nike. So he was actually holding a little statue of Nike. There you go. It once was housed in the Temple of Zeus at Olympia, Greece. It was destroyed in antiquity. Only descriptions and artist reconstructions remain. So yes, this is Zeus. Anybody want to give a guess as to the official name or who they say the artist is? This is all the way in BC, 435 BC. 435. Yeah, it is Zeus. I think Doctor might have had it first. Buddy Christos. Yeah, the statue of Zeus at Olympia is the correct answer, and Phidias was the artist. Learn something every day on Retro Rocket Live. The statue is 40 feet tall. All right. Number 12. You might know this one. I give it a 50-50. Also known as the Winged Victory of Samothrace. It depicts the Greek goddess Nike in a dynamic, striding pose. So I'm giving you all the pieces here. You got to put the name together now. The drapery appears windswept, enhancing the sense of motion. It was discovered on a Greek island of Samothrace. Currently displayed at the Louvre Museum. It looks like Valkyrie. Nike is, of course, correct. But it's Nike of, and this is all the way back at 190 BC. So this is like the mainstream Greek. What would we call that? The height of the Greek Empire. Nike gives them both race, of course. The sculpture once stood on the prow of a ship. Did you know that? Bet you didn't know that. All right. This one's kind of interesting. It's a dramatic marble group depicting a tragic mythological event. A tragic mythological event. Shows a priest, his son struggling against sea serpents. Sounds like a tough situation. Represents agony, struggle, and the inevitability of fate. An exceptional example of Hellenistic, that's what we were looking for, the height of Hellenistic sculpture, emotional realism. The emotional realism of Hellenistic sculpture is displayed here. It was discovered in Rome in 1506 and displayed in Vatican museums. So somebody took it to Rome. They liked it. Release of the Kraken is a nice name. Anybody know? So, the death of Percy Jackson, it kind of looks like that. So, it's hard to pronounce. Leo Kuhn and His Sons is the name of the sculpture. And it was made in 40 BC. And then they took it to Rome and they found it there in 1506. There you go. Height of Hellenistic sculpture. All right, next one's easy. Except I'm going to ask for the artist. Carved into granite cliff in South Dakota. This features the faces of 4 iconic U.S. presidents. 4 for now. 1 more coming. Symbolizes the nation's founding growth, preservation, and development. It took over 14 years to complete. The presidents depicted are Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and who else? Who did I miss? I named 3. Mount Rushmore is correct, of course. Maybe Erwin got it first. Mount Rushmore in South Dakota is correct. Anybody know who the artist is? Or who the 4th? Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Putin. Putin's next. This is the alternative future where Russia takes over the United States and Putin becomes the president of the United States. Roosevelt is correct. Correct you are. Over 400 workers helped sculpt the monument in enduring harsh conditions. Okay, there you go. Now this one's famous, but that doesn't mean we're going to get it. A Renaissance masterpiece depicting the Virgin Mary cradling Jesus. Sounds important. It was carved from a single block of Carrara marble. Carrara. It is located in St. Peter's Basilica, Vatican City. Probably the most famous sculpture in Vatican. Oh, you knew it. Doctor! Who's the artist? Vatican should be the main clue. It's the only work of ever signed, and he etched his name on this. He etched his name across Mary's sack. Yes. Correct. What? Doctor had the name of the piece, and Stuart has the artist. King's in the house. Good to see you, King. King's all here. The Pieta. Michelangelo. 1498. 1498. Well, actually, it took 2 years, 1498 to 1499. There you go. All right, a little off the wall on this next one. We're going to go back to 200 BC, but across the world. This was discovered in Xi'an, China. It is in the tomb of the first Qian emperor. Each figure is uniquely crafted with individual features. It represents a massive funerary art project to guard the emperor in the afterlife. Kind of hard to see right now. It's kind of dark with the purple flames. Very good. You guys do it. Let's see. So Happy's in the house, and I think Happy got it first. But clay army, I like terracotta army better, so we're gonna give that one to Alex. Terracotta army I like better, but clay army is correct. Anyway, I think I told you the year. Did I tell you the year? Supposedly it took about 40 years to put this whole thing together. The warriors were originally painted in vibrant colors. Did you know that? Most of the pigments have faded over time. This was it. I think I did tell you. 210 BC. 210 BC. There you go. King lessons. Next one's easy, except I'm going to make you get the artist. A gift from France to the United States. Did you hear they wanted it back? There was some politician in France asking for it back. Wanted us to ship it back though. It stands as a symbol of freedom and democracy. It's located on Liberty Island in New York Harbor. Yes, of course. Rhombus got it first. Each soldier has a unique face to it? That sounds weird. Who knows the artist of this? No, the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty. Or how about the year that it was made? Or the year they gave it to us? They sent it on a boat, I guess, a barge or something? How'd they get it here? A couple pieces, probably, huh? The torch and tablet signify enlightenment and law. Inscribed with the date of the American Declaration of Independence. The statue's iron framework was designed by Mr. Eiffel, who also engineered the Eiffel Tower, of course. But that wasn't the artist. That wasn't the sculptor. There you go, King. King has the sculptor. Frederick Auguste Bartholdi. How's that? Did I pronounce that okay? I think so. All right, now we're going to do our raciest sculpture of the evening. Hope I don't get in trouble on YouTube. I think you can depict art on YouTube. A romantic and passionate marble sculpture by a master of realism. It depicts a tender embrace between two lovers. It's originally conceived as part of the Gates of Hell series. Another one that was part of the Gates of Hell. Wasn't the Thinker part of the Gates of Hell? The intertwined forms symbolize human connection and desire. Its lifelike quality makes it one of somebody's most beloved works. So who knows? Yes, Happy Mac. Happy Mac knows his porn. Who's the artist? Actually, it's an artist we've already had. It's his second piece of the evening. There you go, Happy. Rodin. Auguste Rodin. There you go. Nice. The Kiss. 1882. Part of the Gates of Hell. Looks like it might be part of the Gates of Hell, right? leads us astray. All right, this is a fun one. This one does not exist anymore either. And it is also one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It's a massive bronze statue of the sun god Helios. It stood at the entrance to the harbor of the Greek island of Rhodes. And it was destroyed by an earthquake after standing for only 54 years. The size and grandeur symbolized the city's power and resilience. So it looks like Alex more or less had it first. Rhombus has the exact correct answer. But I do think Alex probably had that first. Very good. The Colossus of Rhodes is correct, all the way back in 290 BC. Though the statue no longer exists, legends suggest it was over 100 feet tall, towering above ancient ships. There you go, Colossus of Rhodes. Very good. Maybe we're going to have to do like the 7 wonders of the ancient world, 7 wonders of the modern world, and 7 things we think should have been wonders. That'd be 21. That'd be good. Now, this next one's cool. Number 4. This is a good one. Let's see who knows it. It's a small yet famous bronze statue in Brussels, Belgium. Frequently dressed in various costumes throughout the year. Often interpreted as a symbol of irreverence and humor. It depicts a young boy urinating into a fountain basin. They frequently dress him in various costumes throughout the year. That's correct, Erwin. You are correct, Erwin. Oh, no, that's not the answer. Yeah. So, Alex, you're correct, more or less. And then I think that's a better Bullwinkle. That's a better answer. But everybody that says piss is correct. Anybody have any idea who the artist is? That's a challenge. The statue has been stolen several times throughout its history, but the city always replaces it. Oh, so people have versions of this at home. It'd be a favorite thing of like a gangster to steal, right? Put it in his house. Jerome Duquesnoy the Elder. The Elder. There you go. All right, top 3. I think you know this one. Towering stone figures carved by the Rapa Nui people. Rapa Nui. Their long faces and heavy brows give a solemn, mysterious appearance. Often positioned to face inland, symbolizing guardianship. It's crafted from volcanic rock and positioned on ceremonial platforms called ahu. Ahu. So there's a name for this, though. There's a name for these. Anybody know the name of these? The Rapa Nui people made a skull. There you go, Stuart. What a complete answer. Some have red stone hats. I didn't know that. Known as pukao. Pukao. Over 900 Moai statues dot the island, with the largest standing around 33 feet tall. Moai of Easter Island. They're not sure the dates, but they're thinking around 1300 AD. But some people think it's before that. Some people think it's before that. Moai of Easter Island. 33 feet tall. That's what you look like, Arwen. That's like a perfect avatar. There is a emoji, like Moai. All right, top two. I think you know this one. A painted limestone bust depicting the Egyptian queen, known for her elegantly elongated neck and serene expression. It was discovered in Amarna and currently housed in the Nice Museum in Berlin. Nice. Yeah. So, okay, I need the official title. Oh, there it is. Rhombus had the official title. Bullwinkle had it first, but Rhombus had the correct answer. And Erwin with Cleopatra is wrong. I usually don't call out people that are wrong. That's not Cleopatra. Anybody have any idea who the artist is or the year? Because Nefertiti was quite a while ago. Nefertiti was way before Cleopatra. Way before. The bust's detailed craftsmanship has made it an enduring symbol of Egyptian artistry. And yet, Nefertiti, the bust of Nefertiti, the artist is Thutmose, and the year is 1345 BC. Wow. Way before Cleopatra. Number one, with a bullet. Universally regarded as the pinnacle of Renaissance sculpture. It represents David from the biblical tale of David and Goliath. I thought people weren't allowed to do nude statues between. This doesn't fit the story. This embodies human perfection, artistic mastery, and the ideal male form. There you go, Stuart. What a perfect answer. Originally placed in Florence's Piazza della Signoria, it captures the moment of calm before the battle, highlighting both strength and contemplation. So everybody knows the story, right? This is David of David and Goliath, and what did he use? Like what do you call those things? Slingshot. He used the slingshot to bring down the giant. Was the giant a cyclops? I can't remember. He's a cyclops. I think he might have been a cyclops. The statue is colossal size and anatomical precision make it one of the most admired sculptures in art history. Yeah. There you go.